Yo, 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 yo. What's up, what's up, what's up, YouTubers? Bringing you something a little different today. Usually, I show you guys a sample of Washington, D.C., some of the best areas in Washington, D.C., but today I felt like doing something a little bit different. I wanted to show you the outskirts of Washington, D.C. This right here is called Potomac, Maryland. This is the Garden Rock Springs area of Potomac, Maryland, which leads into down River Road, which leads into the Congressional Country Club, and also Norwood High School. I believe there are a couple of high schools out here, but it leads you into Potomac. For those people who aren't familiar with Potomac, there's a TV show filmed right here in the DMV called The Real Housewives of Potomac. And there's also a franchise called Love and Merge DC. And I believe two of the couples live in the Potomac area, which is right here. Just for some backstory, Potomac, Maryland, it's one of the DMV's most sought after neighborhoods, which this neighborhood showcases mansions of all sorts, starting anywhere from 500,000 to 800,000, 800 million, or 8 million. Hold on, let me get my facts together. 500,000. Oh, almost lost the camera. Almost lost the camera. From 800,000 to 8 to 30 million dollars. The Potomac neighborhood resides on the Potomac River. That's why it's known as one of the most affluent neighborhoods and closest to the District of Columbia, because it has easy access to Washington, D.C., also has easy access to Virginia, Fairfax, I believe, or Alexandria. I'm not quite sure. It might be Arlington, but direct access from just a few turns, and you can also make it to the Baltimore, Maryland area from a few turns away. So, some other features of Montgomery County is the safety and security of being in a neighborhood of complete wealth, plush living, very nice structures, old town design, and it's a town that isn't like your normal. It's similar to a country town, whereas though it's not really open all night long. You know, some cities they have these towns, and you can still find a Kroger or a Wawa or something that's 24 hours. This neighborhood does not have that. By 8 p.m., I believe it might be 9 or 10 at the latest, but it's lights out. Everything is closed. I'll pass by some of the shopping facilities before I turn into one of the neighborhoods right here. I believe I'm gonna turn into the Williamsburg Estates. If I'm not mistaken, I'll let you know when I get there. But this is my ASR of Potomac, Maryland. Beautiful area. Oh, can you see the house right there? I don't know if you can see the houses. Let me adjust the camera so you can at least see the houses as I'm traveling in the northwest direction, heading through Potomac, Maryland. Hold on. Switch it just a little bit. So you can see some of the structures, some of this area over here to the right. I believe this is Bell Tree, and some of the $1 million homes. Oh wait, maybe we can get that over there. Nope, can't get that either. So I'll just hold it here. Maybe it'll catch a little bit. is absolutely gorgeous. This is Potomac Village and Williamsburg Estates are to my left, but you can't see those when I come back southbound. I'll show you. And for those wondering, it's a beautiful neighborhood. A lot of people are trying to find ways to move into this affluent neighborhood. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan because of the location. If you're not from the area, then it's not a bad commute, but the commute, as you can see, the road that I'm traveling on is a two-lane highway, so that makes it traffic congestions at any time of day can give you a little bit of an issue. But if you live here, you're here for the peace and quiet, not for the commute. You do things that are in the neighborhood, which it's not many things in the neighborhood, but you do. It is adjacent to Montgomery Mall and these stores right here, but this is the more urban side of where Potomac Place is, where you have access to Starbucks, Safeway, Giant, Chipotle, those Five Guys, a couple of mom and pop eateries, but this is like the city part of Potomac, Maryland. Once I turn into this neighborhood right here, you'll see for the next 2 to 3 minutes, you'll see the neighborhood is very country-like esque, where you're not really going to these places if they find out if you're trying to go there at certain hours, or you're not really walking to the store. You need to have transportation on these commutes for what goes on around here. This is Potomac Village. It's been around since 1880. Ask me that. How I know that is because I just saw the sign. So I know that because I just saw the sign. But I'm gonna drive in to one of the neighborhoods. I believe this is called the Falls Bridge neighborhood. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that one of the former Redskin players, Chris Samuels, actually lives in this neighborhood over here. How do I know that, you ask? Well, I've got a story about that as well. One day I was out in my neighborhood pursuits, and I don't recall what I was doing, either Uber Eats or DoorDash. I'm not even sure which one I was doing, but I had the honor of delivering to Mr. Samuels, and when I did deliver, I was like, yo, I know this guy, but I wasn't quite sure of his name, so he came out to get the order, and I believe it was in the pandemic era where people weren't really doing the contact thing. So I saw him and I'm like, dude, wow, it's pretty big in real life. Pause. But I forgot. I couldn't, with football it's a little different because you got to remember the people's names. So I didn't quite remember his name at the time, but I did know that that was a former Washington Redskin player, and then come to find out a couple of days later that was Mr. Samuel. So salute to Mr. Samuel. He has a beautiful estate here in the Potomac neighborhood, right here off of River and whatever. But let's see. I think this is Cabin John Fire Station that we just passed, and I believe we're about to pull into the St. Gabriel neighborhood, or the St. Gabriel Cemetery is up here, but I'm just gonna loop around this neighborhood real quick, and then I'll do a part 2 to come back and really show you guys how beautiful these estates are back here in this location. Just give these people a chance to figure out if they're gonna cross or not. Okay. Yeah, Potomac Falls, beautiful neighborhood. You have access to gated community. I'm not gonna say gated community, but I'm gonna say your properties. A lot of these properties are gated back here in this. I'm not sure if you guys can see them, but like I said, I'm gonna give you a 2 to 3 minute ride right through the neighborhood, and then I'm gonna do a part 2 so you can see other ends of the neighborhood as well. Shout out to all you people out there having fun, doing your thing. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. I hope everything's going your way, man. Shout out to everybody out here trying to get it. Oh, shoot. There's a whole family in the middle of the street. Almost ran him down. Yeah, that's scary. Oh, I thought he had his dog in the book bag. I was about to say, hey, people do a lot. I didn't know you do that. Put the dog in the bag, man. Put the dog in the bag. Oh, there we go. Man, the homes on my left hand side, on the south side, definitely beautiful as well. But you can check these out. So, like I said, I'm also doing interviews. Come on, potholes aren't playing fair for this to be such a nice neighborhood, and they're doing a great job on that on the upkeep of these roads back here. But hey, I'm not good. Gosh, I'm not one to complain. I don't live here. Oh, this. Oh, that's gorgeous. I think I delivered this before. But like I said, I'm gonna just ride through for the next 2 or 3 minutes. Dang, I think it would take me a second to remember where Mr. Samuels lives, so I'm not even gonna put his information out there. I think that would be weird, stalkerish. But yeah, you see these beautiful oak trees. Some of them need to be cut down. If you look, some of them look sick or like they're dying. But you know, if you can see them, you'll be able to say that as well. But man, all I'm showing is the green. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna show the green, or we're gonna show the entire landscape. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun hanging out with y'all today on this part one of Potomac, Maryland, just showing you some of the homes out here that people, what the heck, and give y'all a better up. Oh my gosh, my god, daggone, my gimbal is acting up. Doesn't know what it was, but just giving y'all a look into the homes in Potomac, Maryland. I'm not gonna say any more. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and hit the alert button so when I post new content that you guys are here. And for my 2,000 followers, I'm so appreciative of you guys. I'll try to have some more live content for you all soon. Stay tuned. I got more coming. Peace.